You're listening to Tri-Cities Mixtape. This is Bailey from Millergold, and this is our song, Ghost Song.
I saw you in the sunset, made me think about what you said, made you feel less dead. Hearing your voice inside my head. And last night, under a full moon, I felt you in the wind, made me think about all that might have been. How can you be gone when your marks are still on my skin? And how can you be in the ground when you were always dancing? And how can you be a ghost when you were supposed to be with me? I pray for your heavenly haunting. Oh baby, please haunt me. Haunt me. Haunt me. It's almost twilight now and I'm seeing shadows all around. Maybe one of them is you. Oh, I need it to be true, 'cause in the pitch black I'm blinded, and the darkness holds me tight. Tell me you're there inside. Tell me you're here with me tonight. How can you be gone when your marks are still on my skin? And how can you be in the ground when you were always dancing? And how can you be a ghost when you're supposed to be with me? I pray for your heavenly haunting. Oh baby, please haunt me. Haunt me. Haunt me. Haunt me. Haunt me. Haunt me. Ever the jester, always so quick. Cover my anger with smiles and wit. Oh, I am in danger of making myself sick. Tough habit to break, yet can't seem to quit. And all of the times you took me for a fool, I wish I could say the joke was on you. circles, nowhere to go. All the demons inside, nobody knows. We'll bury the pain, tell them a joke, keeping them blind with mirrors and smoke. And all of the times you took me for a fool, I wish I could say the joke was on you. Ever the jester dancing ragged on this stage. Oh, I am. I'm bleeding out for laughter. Tell me, are you not entertained though? Ever the jester killing myself to play the game. One misstep and I will fracture. Tell me, are you not entertained? I am tangled in a tightrope. The more I pretend, the more I choke. I am tangled in a tightrope. The more I pretend, the more I choke. I am tangled in a tightrope. The more I pretend, the more I choke. I am tangled in a tightrope. The more I pretend, the more that I am the jester dancing ragged on this stage. Oh, I am. I'm bleeding out for laughter. Tell me, are you not entertained? Oh, ever the jester killing myself to play the game. One misstep and I will fracture. Tell me, are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Welcome to the Tri-Cities Mixtape. This is Miguel Ortiz. Today I am joined with my co-host, Reign Darling.
What's up? What's up?
Today we have the lead singer, vocalist of the band Millergold, Bailey.
Here I am. Yeah.
Let's go.
So, let's just get started. How did this band come about?
Yeah. So, standard question, but tricky answer. So, the band Millergold, this project, which is sort of my thing, I formed this band after my son passed away. My 3.5-year-old son died 2 years ago. In a freak accident, and that, as you can imagine, shattered me as a person. And in the aftermath of that, the hard work it is to rebuild yourself, I found a lot of healing and a lot of beauty in making music. So that's sort of where this band came from.
Am I wrong in assuming that, what was it? Is it Ghost Story or Ghost Song?
Ghost Song.
When you're asking, because I was listening to earlier, and when you're asking, I want you to haunt me, I had a feeling, I'm like, this isn't like an old lover she wants to haunt her. Maybe it's somebody that she'd lost that she wishes was still here.
Yes.
And I sensed that because, obviously the first thing is, it's always about love. It's always about some asshole who broke her heart.
Of course, yeah. Yeah, no, I think it's one of the things I've realized about grief is it's one of the most universal and incredibly personal experiences that unfortunately all of us go through. Everyone's grieving something. And so Ghost Song was sort of written from the perspective of me wishing my son would haunt me. He also really loves spooky stuff. He was a Halloween nut, especially this time of year. He just would have just loved all this stuff around. But yeah, I think we all have somebody who we wish would haunt us, somebody who we miss and who's on the other side. And so Ghost Song is definitely all about looking for him in the shadows, looking for him in the sunset, looking for him all around me, and having that image in life and having that goal to find him in things has brought me a lot of peace, at least. Yeah.
But something I do love about, being storytellers, creators as we are, that without an explanation of the story, I had already assigned it all these other like, oh, I remember that feeling of when I wish that girl would, I'm used to seeing her hanging out over here, but, and then again, after a few listens, I'm like, wait, this might be deeper than that. But that's always the beauty. Like, however, whatever your intentions were, people will interpret the song and it will mean so much to them based on what they, apply to it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, when we play a show, one of my favorite things that happens every time is I have someone come up to me afterwards who I've never met, and they share their story with me. They share who it made them think of. They share what they're going through or what they're grieving or what the song means to them. And that's just so wonderful to connect with people like that.
Yeah. I was once in a band where I wrote this really good breakup song, but I'm not a singer, so we had an amazing vocalist, and she would sing it, and like people were crying and shit in the crowd, and afterwards some girl came up to her and was like, oh my God, that song was and like I was like, me being the bitch that I am, I wanted to be like, I wrote that.
Yeah.
I wrote that.
Oh,
not
yeah.
her. I wrote, no, but just just to know that your words, your stories can move people in such a way.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm making bitches cry out here with my sad breakup song.
Oh, yeah.
So how long have you guys been performing? Because you're a fairly new band, right?
Yeah, actually, this coming Halloween time, we will have been performing for 2 years.
Okay.
This iteration of the band, this particular group, has only been together for a few months. I started writing music after my son died as a way to cope with my loss and as a way to process emotions. And a lot of times I write a song and then once it's done, it's almost kind of like it leaves me and it goes to others and it can help other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, so most of the music I wrote was just for me to process. And then I have a huge, incredible, wonderful family and community of people that were there for me through all that, who wanted to share it and supported me and encouraged me to give it to other people. And my dad was a drummer, so I love drums and stuff. So I'm writing a lot of this on my acoustic guitar, but I wanted a fuller sound. And my brother's a drummer, so I had him in there. And then my husband just picked up the bass because he wanted to help and support me. Right. And I play guitar very just rhythm guitar, novice guitar player.
Enough to get your point across.
Exactly,
right?
yes. And so it was one of those things that it just sort of formed into a band, something to do with that grieving time. And so as a band, we've only been up at this for less than 2 years.
Okay, and what's the origin of the name?
Yeah, so my son's name is Miller, and he loved marigolds.
Oh, okay.
My mother-in-law, his Grammy, she's a big flower person, has an incredible garden, and so she was teaching him all about flowers, and that's one he'd always identify and point out whenever he saw it. His favorite color was orange. It was just really fitting of him, and and so we just combined the word marigold with Miller and made Millergold one word, and that's the name of the band.
Oh my gosh, that is absolutely incredible. Yeah, I noticed when I was up there the first time I saw you perform, so part of the reason I was so drawn is because I could the energy that Bailey has when she performs is amazing. It's beautiful. It's hypnotic. It's honestly just very embracing and very incredible. But that's what originally drew me in, and then of course the lyrics and everything. I forgot where I was going. I was just sorry. I started thinking, oh yeah, that's what it was. But I noticed when I was filming, a lot of the people were singing the lyrics back.
Yeah.
And I thought that was so cool, like such an incredible moment, the way that you literally just had the crowd in your hands. Like it seems very cohesive, and like you definitely have a really good following already.
I do. I have I hardly knew anybody at that show, but the people I do know are like diehard. They love it because I think you're connecting on such a deep level, that it feels good to sing that back to somebody. When someone's singing something to you that means a lot to you, it feels really good. I mean, singing releases endorphins, so I find at my shows, I have a lot of people just singing my lyrics right in my face, and it's so powerful.
Yeah, it was a powerful moment. It definitely seemed like it for sure, and I was stoked to be able to capture it.
Thank you.
I'm stoked to post it.
Yeah, one of the MCs at the show, she was like, hey, it was at a bar, it was super loud, and not many people there knew who I was or how heavy my stuff was, and so she's like, I'll try to get everybody to quiet down before you start. And I was like, it's okay. You don't need to. They will. They'll be quiet.
And that's exactly what,
they'll feel it.
She drew everyone in.
And I don't even say that. Wow. I'm not even saying that to be cocky. I'm just saying I'm singing about something really heavy that, again, grief is a universal.
No, dude, you're a star. Own it.
But
own it.
Grief is a universal experience. So if I'm singing about something heavy, And if I'm able to like share that confidence, people will listen because they're going, oh, wow, you just brought me into what I'm going through. And so if you make that emotional connection, I was like, they'll be quiet, they'll listen. And it's a loud song. I was singing really loud. And I'm belting, so they're
once those
listening.
guitars kick in all loud.
Yeah.
Especially when it was dominantly like a rap show for the most part. And then you just flipped it over. Everyone was just like, oh, okay.
I was very nervous because I knew there was a lot of R&B and rap artists going, and I asked them like, "Are you sure you want me?" And they're like, "No, we want to show the diversity of the Spokane music scene." I was like, "All right, well,
nailed it.
We're gonna flip them upside down then." And I mean, I sort of, I don't know. That was a moment. That was a vibe.
I think a lot of like communities of color, like we all kind of have a soft spot for like the rocker girls. Like you know, like Haley Williams is invited to the cookout forever.
Yeah, right, yeah. Because I mean, you see a woman just like full send, you know, it's a beautiful thing.
I think it's the passion.
It's the passion, yeah. And it was hard for me in the beginning to share because I mean, what I'm singing about is my whole heart, and that's why I think. I was afraid of. It's afraid to be rejected when you're giving yourself so vulnerably. Wow. You're giving your full self on stage. And if they don't like it, that hurts, right? But also, I got to the point where I'm like, I actually don't even really care if you don't like it because I'm not pretending to be anything else except who I am. And so if you don't like genuine, that's a you problem. You know, if you don't like somebody, if you can't handle watching somebody be so genuine, then that you need to look inside and figure out what's wrong with you. Because like if someone's up there not looking for attention, not looking for the spotlight, but just being like, I'm going to show my whole soul. If somebody doesn't receive that well, that's totally not on the person showing their soul. Yeah, that's on the other person. You need to look inside and figure out why you can't handle like watching a person cry. If someone crying makes you run away, you need to look inside. Because that's actually what human beings do. We cry. This life is hard. So if you can't handle it, then actually just leave. It's fine. You don't have to listen to it.
Absolutely.
I'm here for the grievers. I'm here for the people going through shit. That's my friends.
I always say that you should treat your emotions almost like a child and just absolutely cater to them and let them express themselves and like feed into them in that way.
And if you don't now, you will later. You can't bury that stuff. I have toddlers, and so we, you know, there's this song, Going on a Bear Hunt. You know, can't go over it, can't go under it. You're going to have to go through it. And it's like a silly little song, but I was like, oh my gosh, that is so life. You have to go through it. And if you don't, it'll catch up with you later. Everyone's having midlife crises and stuff. It's like, it's because you didn't listen to your inner child. You have to talk to them and show them love and compassion and take them with you. And then you can do anything.
Yep. Nailed it. Nailed it, homie.
This is Bailey from Millergold, and this is our song, Monsters.
I am stuck in my own mind tonight, dancing circles with my PTSD. Pattern wraps its arms around me, and the pain it plays on repeat. But I just wanna fall asleep, and I just wanna fall asleep, and I just wanna fall asleep, but the monsters won't let me. sunshine would go a long way. Oh, banish the darkness, baby, calm the rain. It's taken everything I have to find the strength to stay. I need to feel you here. Tell me I'm okay. A little sunshine would go a long way. Oh, banish the darkness, baby, calm the rain. It's taken everything I have to find the strength to stay. To stay. Oh, I just wanna fall asleep. Oh, I just wanna fall asleep. Oh, I just wanna fall asleep, but the monsters won't let me.
So, prior to this project, what is your musical history? How did you get started singing and playing guitar and all that?
So I'm from a very small town, Ephrata, Washington.
Okay, shout out to Ephrata.
Yeah.
I grew up in Othello a bit.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't know that. I was born in Othello.
Were you?
whoa.
Oh, God.
Dude, Columbia Basin
Columbia
connections
Basin.
right here. Whoa.
So funny.
Yeah, so graduated from Ephrata High School, and there's one voice teacher in that town, Mary Lawfulbine, and she teaches classical voice. So she was my girl all growing up. I took lessons from Mary Lawfulbine in Ephrata, Washington.
Nice.
Classical voice. I studied, I'm a soprano, so just, singing Italian arias all the time. That's my big thing. Competing in solo and ensemble and choir. Choir was
wow.
huge for me. So that's my musical background, as I just took a lot of classical voice lessons. My dad was a drummer and a really great singer and a songwriter. He passed away when I was 10. So I sort of thought of music as a way to honor him until it became my own thing. And now I do it for me because it's just a wonderful way to express myself. And a lot of times when I'm on stage now, I'll just laugh in my head because I'm like, wow, 17-year-old me would just be so happy that I'm up here still.
Yeah.
Because a lot of that stuff we leave behind when we grow up. We have to get a job, we have to go to college, we get married, we have kids. We leave those passions behind. And so I think about who I was in high school and how much I love to sing. And it's just such a joy to still be doing that
Right on.
and honor that part of myself.
Yeah. So this band's only a year old.
2 years, yeah.
What can you tell us about your first performance as a full band on stage?
Yeah, so there was actually a whole different crew besides me and my husband. But I had my brother playing drums. We bought this Korg synthesizer for my sister to play. And then my sister-in-law, my brother's wife.
That was a full-on family band,
It was a family band.
Love it.
I mean, those first few months after, when you lose somebody in a family, it's a lot of family time together. So
Right.
it started off with a lot of family being together. And so it started off as a total family band. But then everyone's got their own stuff and, commitment levels and that sort of things. But our first show was just in my sister's living room. And we had 80 people show up.
Oh, shit. Okay. That's
was-
a big living room.
And it was wonderful, but also, in the beginning, it's kind of like a pity show up. That's at least how I felt. Like,
Right,
oh,
yeah.
like her kid died. We have to go to her show. Oh my
wow,
gosh.
yeah.
But it's cool when they keep showing up,
Yeah.
It's cool that I'm meeting people I've never met before who are connecting with my music. That's been crazy. We played a show in Seattle. This really cool apartment complex had us come out and just play for their tenants. And not a single person there knew who we were.
Right.
And we brought down the house. It was so fun. I
Yeah.
had people dancing and singing and crying, and I was like, okay, this is cool. That was like my first test. Like, all right, nobody's here because they feel bad for me. Everybody
Yeah.
here
Yeah.
is here to hear some rock music, and they loved it. And it was really, really powerful to be like, okay, this isn't just people around me who want to be nice to me. This is actually art.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
If you can compare that to your most recent performance in Millergold?
Ooh, yeah. I mean, I'm getting.
Oh, were you there at that one?
Yeah. Yeah, she was there
Nice.
on Monday. Yeah.
That's the one that stole my heart.
Oh, all right.
Thanks. It was nuts. The growth is crazy, especially in myself. Like, I don't play the guitar live anymore, which has been great because it allows me to really focus on the energy. A lot of times when
You
I'm
can dance more?
Yes. Oh, I'm dancing. I'm running around. When I play guitar and sing, I close my eyes a lot because I'm thinking really hard.
Right. Oh,
so
yeah,
trying to
yeah.
do both. And so now I can open my eyes and I can look people in the eye and I can dance around. So that's been the biggest difference, is getting an instrument out from in front of me. And then it also removes a physical barrier.
Yeah.
It's
funny
me in the
'cause
crowd.
a lot of singer guitar players, they need the guitar to hide behind,
I thought I did.
What do I do with my hands? I don't want to have to move around or jump around more. This guitar keeps me me centered.
Yeah, no, I thought I did. I was like, oh, no guitar? And then I was like, there's a couple shows we've done that I had to play guitar. And I was like, oh, I'd rather do it a cappella now. And people who don't know me probably think I don't know how to play instruments, but I can play keyboard, I can play guitar. So sometimes I'm like, I look like I'm, an artist who doesn't know how to play instruments, but now I like take I spend less time wondering what they think of me out of it, and then I just be myself. Yeah. So now I'm doing a lot more of like, I don't really care if they know I can play an instrument. I don't even care if they know I wrote the song. I just want to connect with people.
Yeah.
And so that's been really cool. And then we've added we have the most incredible guitar players. We have a wonderful drummer, and my husband plays bass. He kicks butt. So like, we're just a really good group of misfit toys. That's what I call us. We're just a bunch of weirdos who are all united in the same goal of making something that people feel. We want to help people feel things.
Is your writing process still the same, to where most songs start with you and a guitar, or you and your journal or whatever?
Yeah, the process has changed in the sense that I'm not spending so much time overthinking which chords I'm using. I used to be like, well, I already wrote a song in the key of C, so I can't use that one anymore.
I just saw a thing that Taylor Swift, like half of her catalog is like the same chord progression.
It doesn't have to be complicated.
It works.
Yeah.
If it works, it works.
And I get really in my head. I'm like, oh, am I doing this right? And that sort of thing. And lately the process has been, I'm like, just play something beautiful, guys. Just play something beautiful. And then I'll think of what lyrics come to mind. My notes app in my phone is just full of all these lyrics I write all the time. I'm always ruminating on a thought or a concept or an idea or a story. And so I have all this backlog of stuff. So now I'll have the guys bring out something, and then I'll write melodies on top. I can write melodies really easily. Like if someone just plays like 4 chords, I can just bring something out. It's not always a banger every time, but more times than not, we're like, okay, that's a song. And it's been pretty fun. It's hard when you do a lot of shows, though, because we have to rehearse for a show. Mm-hmm. And so we're trying to get into this is a songwriting practice, this is a show practice.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, because it can get, we all have ADHD, so it can get really messy. We just have too much fun.
So is your writing any different versus when you're writing to your own chords, your own music, versus responding to what the guys have brought you?
Yeah, we have a couple songs. It's not released yet, but it's on our grouped page. We have all this extra stuff that's not on Spotify. And it's called British Summer, and it's my guitar player Kieran's experience. And this is the first song that I wanted to like finish and record that wasn't all my idea. Mm-hmm. But it's a feeling I resonated with, so it was easy for me to get in character and do that with him. But usually it's all just me. But it's been fun to add the guys in and get their input and that kind of stuff. But I mean, I'm the boss. It's like, right. It's indisputed. Like, Millergold's my baby. And
so if you show up tomorrow, you're like, we're playing disco now.
They will do it.
Okay. Oh, yeah, fuck. That's a great band, by the way. Hell yeah. Everybody needs a band like that.
I'm so lucky. They're so humble. They're so on board with what I'm sharing, and they just trust me, and I trust them. And it's been incredible to work with this group of musicians. And I wouldn't even say that anyone there is like, I don't know. We work so well together. We're like pieces of a puzzle. It's pretty cool. And it hasn't even been that long that we've been doing this together. But vibes are everything. We got really good vibes in this band. Really good vibes.
I did get a chance to listen to your guys' most recent EP. So there are 2 specific voices or influences that I heard. So I'm going to ask you, because I already wrote down my 2 answers of people that I feel, that I hear or that are filtered through things. But I am going to ask you the official question. Could you name me some of your influences vocally, lyrically, on stage, whatever?
Yeah, so vocally, obviously, Paramore. Mm-hmm. we match with, I don't even like to say I'm anything like Hayley Williams, because she's like worship material. She's incredible. Yeah. I grew up just absolutely obsessed with her stuff. Because she's just... She's amazing.
If y'all didn't hear that, Reign just commented that her stage presence was reminiscent of Hayley Williams from Paramore.
Thank you. Gosh, ultimate praise, because she's so captivating. She's tiny and she's powerful. I love her. Right, yeah. And other bands I would say that are probably an influence, almost like kind of accidentally, is like I really like the Killers. Certain aspects of their stuff, like very storytelling, paint a picture. They set up a scene for their music, and he belts similar to how I do. Mm-hmm. I just made the connection the other day that we're kind of like Panic at the Disco in the sense that Brendan Urie's very like, he just makes these big belty phrases.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, and his melodies are really kind of intricate, and so I'd say his later stuff is kind of what we're like. I'm obsessed with the band Sleep Token right now. It doesn't really correlate very well.
Right.
But the drama, it's very dramatic, and I love drama in music.
Yes.
I like classical music. I grew up singing Italian arias, so I love when the high note is in the right spot.
Oh,
right?
yeah,
And
yeah,
we
yeah.
build it up and we set it down.
Yes, a great build up.
Exactly. So that's what I always aspire to sound like. But I'm curious to know what your answers are.
Okay, well, I did have Haley Williams on there, but also vocally, the sound of your voice, I heard some Alanis Morissette.
Oh, I forgot.
I don't know if you've ever gotten that comparison or if that is an influence, but I heard, and also I'm 42. I'll be 42 on Halloween at the end of this month.
Sure.
So Alanis Morissette holds a big spot in my heart.
Actually, it's funny you say that. We did karaoke when we played a show in Ephrata a while back. We did karaoke afterwards, and I sang "You Ought to Know" by Alanis Morissette, and that was a magical experience. I love that song.
Yeah,
I love her. She's so iconic. So I love that. I forgot that I have had people say that I sound like Alanis Morissette, and then I've also had the Cranberries as well a couple of times.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So when I do more of my like raw live stuff, I bring a lot more like growly, like interesting vowel shapes into it. So that's where it kind of gets more like Alanis and more like Cranberries, you know?
Yeah.
So we've done a cover
Almost
of Zombies.
yodeling.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that stuff's the best. That's fun, honestly.
Yes.
And people love to hear it and they love to see it. So, these are some powerful female icons that it's an honor when anyone even mentions their name in my presence.
But
I'm
no,
like,
again,
those girls got it.
Your delivery, your tone, your writing, it was very evocative. I heard, I heard those. But.
Thank you.
So, I don't listen to this artist at all, but my kid was listening to your music and said that you remind her of Mitski.
Oh, Mitski.
I don't know who that is. I'll have to check them out.
So
I don't exactly know, but I know like my wife and girls that I know that are too cool for me that I'm scared to talk to love to listen to Mitski.
Yeah, same.
Same. Okay, I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, and like she showed me a little bit. I'm like, okay, I can kind of see it, but again, that's not someone that I listen to.
Sure,
but
yeah.
Definitely something we'll have to check out on the way back.
Let's do it.
Is this really what you want? Are you not where you belong? Oh, maybe you got it wrong. Oh, wake up. Despite good intentions, you'll never measure up. Are you still worthy enough? Do you think heaven will let you in? Oh, I'll see your reality and I'll raise you a tragedy. I see it bleeding through the cracks in the ceiling. I feel the light has started shining and revealing little white lies, little white lies, little white lies, little white lies. Wake up. Can you feel the poison burning in your veins? Do you like the way it tastes? Or are you tired of the games? Wake up! You failed your inspection, so tally up your sins and line up your friends. Leave the rest at the gates. Oh, I'll see your reality and I'll raise you
along the lines of influences, let's book your dream gig.
Ooh, yeah.
All right, you're currently based out in what, Spokane?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. So do you have, what's the biggest venue? I know they have like arenas and stuff out there.
In Spokane, there's the Fox Theater, there's the Bing, and then there's like the Knitting Factory is kind of the one we're known for.
Okay, what would be your dream venue?
Oh, I want to play the Knitting Factory.
Okay. So you're playing the Knitting Factory. This is a 3-band bill. Millergold is opening, and you got to give us the middle act and the headliner, and it could be any band, any act of all time, dead or alive.
Oh, all time.
If you want Elvis, Nirvana, Celine Dion, whoever you want. But you are opening the show. After that, you get the best seat in the house. You get to watch 2 more bands. Who's on your dream show?
Oh,
and usually, if you have a band here, you guys get to argue, and it's fun. But this is all on you.
Yeah, I know. I know what my bandmates would say, but I'm trying to think about what I would love. I instantly go to like what I'm into right now, but I think as far as setting up the lineup, it'd be great to bring in some amazing. Oh, actually, I do know. Okay, so what I would do is we'd be the opener, obviously, like you said, and then I would like to have the Beaches. I don't know if you know anything about them. I'm obsessed with them. They're so cool. They're so hot. They're so awesome. Oh, they're so amazing. I love their stuff. I listen to it all the time. I'd love to have the Beaches on there, and then obviously I'd love to just. I mean, she'd make me look so bad, but I would love to have Paramore as the headline Paramore.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
course.
And I would love to just meet her and, gush over her like every person in the world.
Yes,
but
be her best friend.
Oh yeah, no, that would be an ultimate like woman power show.
Yeah,
that would be incredible.
Love
so
it.
honored.
All right, so along the line of some fun questions, and again, this is usually really interesting when we have a whole band here, but I'm gonna have to ask you to be vulnerable once again and give me a few guilty pleasure songs that your husband might cringe when he sees you singing at full volume, and he's like, "Girl, really? You like Hooba Stank like that or something?"
Sure.
So give me a few that people would be surprised. Your listeners, your bandmates, if they gave you the aux chord on a tour, on the tour bus, what are you gonna play that's gonna scare them or make them look at you differently?
Yeah, well, everybody who knows me knows I'm like a punk girl, rock girl. I don't even listen to a ton of female artists. Maybe it's because I am one, and so I'm always comparing. So it's easier listening to just a good old fashioned, like just a bunch of dudes rocking out kind of thing. That's my jam. So it would really freak people out if I put up Chandelier by Sia on the
Oh, Sia, nice.
Because that song is so hard to sing.
Oh, yeah.
But when you get it right, it's the best. Like a couple times, especially in a really echoey room with great acoustics, and if I can hit it just right. But everybody would be like, Sia? You don't listen to Sia.
Right. No,
but I do.
When I heard that she wrote that song for Rihanna and Rihanna turned it down, I'm like, Rihanna probably didn't want to have to try to hit that fucking note.
Ooh, it's brutal. I gotta be standing up again. I gotta have echoey rooms so I can hear the feedback on myself. But yeah, they would be like, Chandelier. I'm like, Chandelier, that's the one.
What else you got?
Probably I really like Falling in Reverse. So Ronnie Radke, that music is, he's not a great human being. So people be like, really, this guy? But I've seen him play a ton live. He used to be in the band, I guess he's still Falling in Reverse, or Escape the Fate, all them. Anyway, he has a song called Coming Home. And that song is very like cheesy and really over the top. And I just love to just belt that song so much. And it's very like, I don't know, I'm very into instruments. And so when something has a lot of like electronic sound, I think that would really confuse people. They're like, why are you listening to that? You like instruments. I love this song Coming Home by Falling in Reverse a lot.
Any others? Or
actually,
is that embarrassing enough?
Actually, okay, so I love original Fall Out Boy. Like, I'm a purist on that. Their new stuff I'm not really into. But the last, which objectively I know is not a great album, but I really liked it. Like, there's a bunch of things and there's a song on there called The 4th of July, and it's so cheesy because it's just like, it says you and I are fireworks, fireworks, fireworks over and over again. The lyrics are crap, and I can't stop singing it, and I love it. And every time it turns on, I'm just dancing. Even though when you know a song's not good, you're like, I know this isn't good, but I need this. Yeah, that's my song that I'm like, people will be like, this song sucks. I'm like, I know, just let me dance to it. It's only 3.5 minutes.
Let me have my moment, okay?
Yeah, and then we can turn it off and we don't have to talk about what you saw here today.
Well, no, thank you for that. Thank you for, again, sharing. And hopefully nobody thinks differently of you.
Yeah.
It's just music.
They just turn it off.
Yeah. Right. But, so you guys have an EP out so far.
Yes.
Where can people find your music online?
Yeah,
where can they find you online?
So we are available on all your favorite streaming platforms, Amazon, which was funny. I was like, we're on Amazon? Not, you can't buy us on Amazon, but we're on Amazon Music.
You can stream me on Amazon.
Yeah, you can stream us on Amazon, Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora. Not Pandora Business. We just figured out the other day because someone was trying to play us in a dental office and it didn't work. So we don't have the licensing for that. But pretty much everywhere else. YouTube.
You guys are too hardcore for the dental office.
Yeah, they're like, I'm going to turn that off. Pandora's like, no, you can't play it. But anyway, all places. And then we have a grouped page. It's in the link in our Instagram and our bio. There's a link for grouped. And it's basically where we put a bunch of demos, things we're working on, songs that didn't make final cut, a live album. We have an entire live album on there with songs that I probably won't ever do again. You know, I get bored with them. I want to write new stuff.
Yeah.
So I wanted to take it all off Spotify except for the EP, but they convinced me to keep a few others on there. But we had a bunch of stuff on there, but I like this new leveled up version of us. So, but we have a grouped page where we put all that stuff on there. And our guitar player, Mike, he writes really good original stuff. So I'm going to have him put his stuff on there. And it's basically a page where you can see everything we're working on and rough drafts of stuff or live tapings of things. So, yeah. So if you want more of us, you can go there.
So what's next for Millergold?
Yeah, so we will work with a producer. His name's Will Beasley at the Bakery Studios in Richmond, Virginia. Long story how we met him, but that's who did our EP, and I love working with him. I love everything about that process, so we're going back there end of November. So
I love it. So you have a batch of songs already?
Oh,
that
yeah.
is the next album?
Yeah.
Or is this going to be your first full length?
We are going to do another 5-song EP.
Okay.
That's all we have time for, when you're flying across the country.
For sure.
Also, I have 2 small kids, so I don't like to be gone more than like 10 days,
Yeah, well, when they get a little older, you can put them on tambourine and triangle.
Oh, they'd love that.
Take them with you everywhere.
They love to crash band practice. One of them escapes, right? They're being babysat downstairs and they make it up and we're like, oh, what are you doing up here? But yeah, so we are going to Virginia in November, and then, up until then, we're writing new stuff, and before stuff's even officially recorded in the studio, we're putting it on the group's page so people can have a listen before it goes big, Like, we're still so new. We're not hiding anything. We're not gatekeeping anything. If we have the music, we put it out.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah. Give the people what they want.
That's cool, because then if you play any shows between now and then, it's like people already have a chance to get to know the song and everything.
And that's where it's tricky as an artist, because you don't want to put something unfinished on Spotify, right?
Yeah.
But I also want people to know my lyrics, so the grouped page is like this cool inner.
That's super cool. I've never heard of anyone doing that, actually.
Yeah,
so that's really cool.
It's really fun.
Oh, I just looked at my notes, sorry, I forgot what this is. Well, okay, any shout outs you'd like to give? Any other bands? Or I know you said you're a producer for your EP.
Yeah.
Shout out to your kids and your husband.
Yeah, my kids, my husband, my family, my sister, Cassidy, my oldest sister. I have a song written for her on Spotify. It's called Cassidy. She and her husband, Ryan, my brother-in-law, they let us use their house. So shout out to Cassidy and Ryan for having the loft where we practice. We call them the label, the unofficial label. They pay for a lot of shit, and they support this band 110%. So they're wonderful. And shout out, of course, to my family and all the people who've been with us through all of this. It's a band born of grief, born of like tragedy and hardship. But I think that, we're doing something with it. That's the thing about grief. It'll get on top of you unless you figure out a way to create with it. And so I just feel incredibly blessed to have the community and the support system I have to make this music, to kind of get it out of me and out in the world. And then I feel so united with other people going through hard stuff.
Yeah. And I think that is, if you can turn a negative energy or negative experiences, because that energy has to go somewhere. Don't let it eat you up. Let it out.
Yep.
Write a song, scream, but also if you're lucky enough, you express that, and other people, it'll mean something to them. It'll move them.
Yeah.
So, but either way, it's very unhealthy to keep that shit in. So let it out. If you're grieving in a song or a poem or just crying in your room by yourself, let that shit out, people.
Oh, yeah. Let it out and create more than you consume. Yeah. That's my biggest indicator of how I'm doing mentally. If I'm creating more than I'm consuming, I'm in a good headspace. Right. And my favorite quote about grief or life in general is, shame dies when stories are shared in safe spaces. So a lot of times we carry all this stuff inside of us, but you do need to let it out. And then there's no shame around it. There's no twisted narrative in your head. When you say things out loud, you're able to hear it back to yourself and how true and validating what you're going through is.
Yeah. Or how crazy it sounds when you actually say it out loud.
Oh, so many things I've said out loud and gone, wow, why am I carrying that around? That's not real at all. We twist it in our head. So just, if you have something to share it, get it out of you, make friends. My grief journey is involved. I joke, I have a care team. I have a psychiatrist. I have a therapist. We have a couples counselor, and I go to a support group for lost parents. That's been huge for me. And then the music's the biggest thing. I joined a boxing gym where I go and I hit stuff and I get that energy out of my body and things like that. So create a community if you're going through something really hard of people so different than you, but experiencing loss and grief with you. That's where you actually get to keep living life.
Yeah.
Like you said, the energy doesn't stay inside you. You're able to expel it and then let the good stuff in.
Yeah. Okay, I guess also along those lines, what advice would you give any young person who wants to start creating, or to your younger self?
Yeah. Oh gosh. Definitely the advice I would give is like, you are enough. Like, you don't have to be the best at everything.
Right.
I definitely don't feel like I'm the best at anything except maybe getting up every day and doing the thing. Like, I'm very proud of myself for getting up every day and not letting grief on top of me and letting it, there's so much, I think young people today, there's so many other people doing what you're doing. Yeah. And they're way better than you at it. That doesn't mean you shouldn't do it too.
Yeah, but there's also people out there who are successfully doing something and they're not. Like, homeboy, Mick Jagger, right? Nobody would say he is a good singer. Right?
Yeah.
He does what he does. He does his thing. Biggest fucking rock band ever.
Yeah. Everyone knows who you're talking about.
Yeah. But yeah, if you're in choir class next to him, you'd be like, oh, he does not get the solo.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh, exactly.
That's so funny.
Yeah. So you're not going to be the best at it, and that's okay. Just you are enough as you are.
Yeah.
And
that dude has confidence. You see the way he dances and walks. You can go a long way with confidence.
Yeah. Don't pretend to be anything else but you. And then if people love it, they love it. And if they don't, they don't. But yeah, I guess I have like a whole book of advice, because another thing I had to overcome myself was I used to think if somebody in the audience doesn't like what I'm doing, then I shouldn't do it. And it's the opposite. It should be like if one person in there feels what you're doing, then do it. Yes. You don't have to listen to anything else. Like, I used to be like, oh, what if it's annoying to somebody? What if they don't like it? Cool, that's fine. They're allowed to. That's not my job.
Yeah.
But my job is if there's one person out there that I made them have an amazing experience, or they felt something that they needed to feel inside, then my job is done. My work here is done.
Yeah.
And I got to have a cool human connection.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, again, I want to thank you for sharing your songs and your stories. So for the Tri-Cities Mixtape, Rain Darling, Miguel Ortiz, thank you again, Bailey of Millergold.
Thank you so much.
Woo!
All right.
Yeah, and thank y'all for listening. Good night.
Coffee at the burger, reading me Russian poetry, looking at you, looking at me. I'm terrified, 'cause I think that I'm falling in love with you. And I don't know where you are now. I wish that I knew how to tell you that even though the colors are faded, I still remember how you were the best part of that town. And I know it didn't work out. And I can't help but wonder if you ever wonder where I am now. Where I am now. Breaking all the rules. You're outside my house, I'll grab my shoes. 'Cause I'd go anywhere that you want me to. And I'm terrified, 'cause I know that I'm completely in love with you. And I don't know where you are now. I wish that I knew how to tell you that even though the colors are faded, I still remember how you were the best part of that town. And I know it didn't work out. And I can't help but wonder if you ever wonder where I am now. Where I am now. Where I am now. Where I am. Oh, I was alone a lot of the time, but your house was just across the street from mine. So I'd stare at your light, hoping that you might be awake inside, thinking of me. And all of a sudden, then reply, and I tossed out all the letters that you used to write me. And I think that I thought that you'd change your mind, but you didn't. fine. I feel my heart go blind. How can the light find my eyes when I'm dead inside? Would right now be a good time to fall apart? Oh, I think that right now might be a good time to fall apart. Oh, bury me underneath the weight of all we never said. Oh, I'd give anything all night to let you down again. Would right now be a good time to fall apart? Oh, I think that right now might be a good time to fall apart. Hypnotized by the white lines running through my mind. Remembering the times when we would just drive. And as the miles pass, I'll leave more of myself behind. Oh, as the miles pass, I'll leave more of myself behind. Oh, bury me underneath the weight of all we never said. Oh, I'd give anything all night to let you down again. Would right now be a good time to fall apart? Oh, I think that right now might be a good time to fall apart. Chronic misuse of my brain, retracing steps I cannot change.